Welcome to Rage Quit. I'm doing something. While a huge chunk of the gaming industry goes up in flames, one studio is doing something right. Capcom has been quietly dominating the gaming industry over the last 10 or so years. And they only appear to be getting better with time. A number of their games that have come out have hit sales markers studios could only dream of. At the top of the pile is Monster Hunter World. This game came out in 2018 and has hit a massive 22 million copies sold. Then you look at their 2021 release of Monster Hunter Rise and they sold over 18 million copies. Pay attention to these critic and user scores. The Resident Evil 2 remake from 2019 sold nearly 17 million copies. The 2017 Resident Evil 7 release, Biohazard, sold over 16 million. The expansion Iceborne for Monster Hunter World sold nearly 16 million copies. Resident Evil Village from 2021 hit 13.5 million copies sold. In 2023 they released the Resident Evil 4 remake and that sold over 12 million copies. Monster Hunter Wilds from last year sold 11 million copies. Devil May Cry 5 continues to see jumps in sales even though the game came out in 2019, selling 11 million copies. The remake of Nemesis that came out in 2020 sold nearly 11 million copies. The DLC Sunbreak for Monster Hunter Rise that came out in 2022 also nearly hit 11 million copies sold. Their latest Resident Evil Requiem from earlier this year broke records too and will continue to sell as these games tend to be evergreen. Their brand new title Pragmata, which came out just in April, has sold over 2 million copies and counting. These aren't even all the titles they have released in the last 10 years. There are way more. And we have two big drops still coming this fall in Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen and Onimusha, Way of the Sword. There are also still big titles upcoming in 2027 and beyond like Monster Hunter Outlanders, Mega Man, Dual Override, Monster Hunter Wilds, Ascendance, and Resident Evil, Veronica. If the gaming industry as a whole, especially the Western studios, were to be completely honest with themselves, Capcom should be viewed as the gold standard of gaming. They focus on giving fun gaming experiences. They ignore the modern audience bullshit. When they mess up, they listen to their fanbases and do their best to correct the problem. They release new titles all the time. This is why their games sell. This is why they continue to see sales for years with older titles. It isn't rocket science. If other studios really want to turn this sinking ship around and correct the problems in the gaming industry, they need to start listening to gamers again. Or they need to get comfortable and go down with the ship. People that enjoy video games will always find a way of enjoying them. Whether that means going through backlogs of older titles or leaning into Eastern studios coming out of China and Korea for new ones. Then there is always those crazy pirates. Stop giving people a reason to sail the seven seas, would ya? I don't know what will happen to the industry as a whole, but I do know one thing for sure. If Capcom stays the course, they will be just fine.